I have something very special I want to share with us today. In the course of life, I discovered that human being will go for anything that makes them to be comfortable. Human beings don't like anything that will make them to struggle or that will inconvenience them. It's the nature of human and it is normal. Okay? But if you look at life of those who are successful today, these people are hyper intentional in what they do. They don't do things just like every other person does it in the world. No, they have a way they do what they do. They have a pattern in which they do what they do. They don't make that decision anyhow. They consider a lot of factors. So that is the reason why I am making this video. To let us know that the things that will put you in the place of success tomorrow, they are usually not easy. Okay? And the other way around, the things that will bring somebody to a point of failure in future, they are usually easy. So I'm going to give us an example of what I mean. Now the first one, when I say things that put people in the place of prosperity and success, they are not easy to do. For example, human beings like to sleep a lot. Human beings don't like study. Human beings don't like to practice delayed gratification. Human beings don't like saving. Human beings like pleasure. You see that? So for instance, you want to have your weight reduce. What do you need to do? You need to go to exercise. You need to go to the gym. You need to have exercise. You need to watch your diet, right? So remember, these things that I mentioned, these activities, I will put you in shape. Human beings don't like to do it. That is the truth. Human beings don't like to cut down what they usually eat or what they like eating. They like to, live life just the way their emotions tell them, the way they feel. You see, so these are the aspects I'm talking about when I say human beings don't like to inconvenience themselves. So people always like to stay in their comfort zone. They don't want any form of struggle. You see, so when you live your life that way, you live by emotion, you live by the dictate of the environment, what makes you feel comfortable, there is a chance that you end in poverty. Now, the other way around, if you are intentional, hyper intentional, to only do activities that may not be fun and easy, that are difficult but necessary, chances are that you put yourself in a place of success tomorrow. Now, for example, study. It's really not easy for people to study. It's really not easy for you to watch your diet, for you not to sleep when you want to sleep. So these are aspects. It's not easy. So activities that lead to success tomorrow, they are not easy. So activities that lead to failure, they are very easy. You see, so bad habits are very easy to learn, but difficult to live with. Then the other way around, good habits are very difficult to learn. They are very difficult to form, but very easy to live with. So this is how life looks. So human beings in general, they want to choose what is fun and easy all the time. So when you do that, it means you are sacrificing your success tomorrow on the altar of your comfort today. You see, so I'm making this video to let us know that there is a way we need to pattern our life if we want to be successful. So if you want to be successful, you must be hyper intentional. You must choose what you do. You don't do things because that is how people all around the world are doing it. No, you must have a pattern. You must have a design. So you live your life by design rather than by default. So by default is what the environment, what you learn in the society, what the government exposes us to in many areas. And that is what cultural hypnotic societal mechanism is all about. What the society dictates, how people do it in general, the way people assume life to be in general. That is what it's all about. So if you live your life in that manner, that means you are living your life by default. But if you want to live life by design, many times we'll see you studying, we'll see you researching, we'll see you attending seminars, we'll see you reading books about your area of interest. So these are activities in general that you are going to imbibe that will make you live your life by design. Okay, so this is what differentiates people who are successful and people who are not successful. So many times, there is something we call compounding effect of whatever we do. Yes, our behavior compound and amount to something. So whatever we do, it compounds over time and it amount into something. 20% input produce 80% output. That is a principle and it goes across all facets of life.
80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle. The rule says that 20% of all activities account for the 80% result or output. So it goes across all facets of life. So 20% of whatever we do, our habit, produce 80% of the output or the result that we get. So the same thing applies to business. 20% of our business activities produce the remaining 80% of results that we get.
You see, in life, we don't reap what we sow as human. We reap more than we sow and later than we sow. So it's important that we understand this as a principle for living and let it guide our behavior so that we can experience success tomorrow. Now, Abraham Lincoln made a oath and said, I will prepare myself, perhaps my time will come. And I love the way Myron Golden put it. He said, whether I prepare myself or not, my time will come. And when your time comes, if you prepare yourself, it will reveal you. And if you don't prepare yourself, when your time comes, it's going to expose you. That is what Myron Golden said. Thank you very much for listening. See you in my next video. Bye for now.